people don't really want to pay for privacy. I mean, I'm not talking about convenience in the case of traveling to a different place and having your prescription filled. I'm talking about simpler things. How many of the audience have Facebook accounts?
Have what?
Facebook accounts.
Facebook.
Oh.
How many people on Facebook?
How many people publish their whereabouts on Foursquare and that sort of stuff?
How many people
Okay.
use the places feature on Facebook, so whatever,
Yeah,
where you
all
check
this-
in to some place, and
People don't
become the
care.
mayor of Farmville and buy a bunch of sheep?
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to become that.
Yeah.
I heard that you get 3 geese in exchange for being the mayor. But in any case, people are willing to trade their privacy and their security for very little. There was an exercise done several years ago, I think it was in London, in the city, where people were walking around and offering candies for passwords. And this is the city of London. We're not talking
Candies for
candy, a candy bar
Yeah.
for your password.
for your password?
Yeah.
Your Facebook password? Or
No,
just
for your real password at your London bank.
for your ATM PIN code?
No, they went to city personnel, people working for banks.
Right. The
They're-
city is like Wall Street in London. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Wall Street.
Yep.
You go to the Wall Street and you tell them, I will give you a candy bar in exchange for your password into the mainframe of the company you're working for.
Wow.
How many people do you think gave the password for a candy? We're
More
talking
than
about
one.
people working at the city, earning billions of whatever currency they're using over there, and giving
Well, given what they
pennies-
managed to do to the world in 2008, I would imagine they probably don't have the intellect to. They probably all failed that, right?
mentioning that it was not our cryptanalysis had nothing to do with the
No, I'm talking about the
economy.
financiers
Yeah.
on Wall Street and in the city.
So most of them gave, more than 90% gave their passwords
Right.
Yeah.
in
A
exchange for a
comment?
candy bar.
This is back, though, to the cognitive dissonance I was talking about. People don't understand cyber and its connected risks.
Yes.
They only understand human domain stuff that they see on the street every day. We know not to trust in a large city. In a small town, you get away with it a little bit more. Small town communities grew up over time. We have to grow up to learn how to safely live in cyberspace and what mechanisms we need. We have not yet done it.
But just to offer some reassurance, for me, if nobody else. You're all in the business. So I've written about cryptography, but you're in the business of protecting and checking that these things work and trying to trash them and guarding top-level government secrets and so on. And the kind of day-to-day interactions that we might have, say buying stuff on the internet and so on, our credit card details are relatively safe. And I'd say relatively, I mean the alternative is if you ring somebody up and you give your credit card number over the phone, you don't necessarily know who that person is, you don't know what their ulterior motive is, you don't know what's going on there. So there's always
Who's
a risk.
listening?
Yeah, or who's listening. There's always going to be a risk.
That was your job, right, Brian?
And-
Officially never in the US.
but
Yeah, officially.
given the alternatives, the sort of systems that we use on a day-to-day level are fairly robust. And every so often we see a scandal and it's very high profile, it's the newspapers and so on. But in general, these in one way, we could say we're living in a golden age of cryptography. That these systems, I can send you an email and we don't have to have met because we have this wonderful public key encryption system. And all of the world's, and I could download free encryption software that would do this, and all of the world's computers working for 1 billion years would not be able to crack this code.